Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to stream. Welcome to what is almost certainly the finale of Thief. Yeah. Hello, Josh and Sabs and Nikki and any lurkers. Yeah, we're gonna be playing a Thief game today. A game with and about a thief. Weird. When I put my mouse in just the right spot, my PNG tuber software still picks it up even though it's minimized. Okay, now it's... Hello? Oh my lord. Software, what a nightmare it is. Speaking of, I'm going to be looking for new streaming software. Because the software I use has gone and shitified itself. Like, it still works, but now I have to log in. I have to create an account and log in order to use the AI tool that I don't want to use. So, you know. That's been a fun day. But yeah. I am going to restart this level so that we get the cutscene again.
I want
the
me
weight
some glory
in
hole.
each pan of the balance had increased greatly. As he approached his triumph, our foe had made himself vulnerable. We were unable to directly influence and could only watch and wait to see whether his pridefully chosen pawn would prove his undoing.
Well, this is it. The Hammers say they've received word that Constantine's descended into his realm to perform a ritual with the Eye. The Hammers have built me a booby-trapped counterfeit Eye. If I can swap it for the real thing, it should cause him some trouble. If he doesn't notice me. I've never robbed a god before. It'd be a challenge.
So yeah. The eye which we stole for him and into which he put our eye is now... So I got a message, just to see if it's important. Is now... we're going to replace it with a fake one, ideally. I gotta send a message. Your stream is way behind? So, Nikki, that might be an internet thing. Apparently, Cloudflare has been having problems today. Why is that? Yeah. Cloudflare has been having problems today, and it's affected a lot of things. That looks better. So it might be because of that. Yeah. I'm going to go in on hard difficulty. Expert, you have to close the portal as well. I was wrong. I looked it up. This isn't a time thing. So the more beasts come through the portal, the more get through to the Hammer Temple and the city. The Hammers tell you that if you don't destroy the portal before Constantine finishes his ritual, it may remain open forever, even if the trickster's plan fails. So the portal is something you can shut down. However, it is only on expert difficulty that you have to shut it down. And unlike the other levels, we don't get a shop. We start with 30 broadhead arrows, no water arrows, no fire arrows, 3 rope arrows, 2 noisemaker arrows. That's it. Yeah, these are dudes taking the portal. Oh, this is spooky. Gas arrow, my beloved. You know what? This looks like a thing called the Maw of Chaos. Yeah, Sabs. I mean, as you do. To be fair, Satan did steal from us first. Man, I'm glad the game is giving me gas arrows. There's apparently no need for water arrows at this point because, not a lot of torches. I do want to keep at least 1 gas arrow because I happen to see in the walkthrough that is important for the... Let's see if I can blackjack this guy. That is important for the portal if I do want to take that out. I can't move his body for some reason. Then I'm gonna let him go, actually. I hate the way they creep, I'll be honest. Swap the real eye with the replica that the Hammerites crafted. Is that an actual object I've got? Ooh, a pirate. I didn't see this. Garrett, does this help thee aught? Wear thee the rock of crystal, the song of doom. The heart of mortal man is weak against its siren call, and the temptation beckons. As nearer thou drawest, the rock waits, until thy heart is close for its strike and thy fate is sealed. 'Tis a fragment found in an old record, warning of the maw. I don't think that does help, because I don't know what that means. Okay, so the fake eye is just an item I have. So I have an ongoing conversation in Discord, and I want to make sure I don't miss anything. don't like these guys either. I messed up. I didn't realize I was visible there. That I quick saved a terrible moment. Man, I'm getting so many messages today. Is this one important? It sure could be. Okay. It is in the broad sense, but not in the specific sense. It is interesting how many games from this period ended with the super weird, slightly abstract level. This is just the underground in Elden Ring. Watch out for giant ants. I haven't played enough Elden Ring, which is to say any Elden Ring, to know what that means. But I will watch out for giant ants. I kind of don't like ants when they're small, so... You know what? If a place were going to be called the Maw of Chaos, I think this place would be called the Maw of Chaos. Now, I know it is, but I just mean that it's appropriate. Like, yeah. Yeah, this is a Maw of Chaos. Good on you. That is very dark. They sound like they're super close. I don't like that.
You see a human, don't you?
Oh, they are super close.
You look see that too.
See, I think that's what was meant to be happening, and they just weren't moving. What is that? super unclear. Were they just hanging out there having a smoke break? I think they were. Which, you know, important to take a break when you're serving the Lord of all Chaos. But also, I don't know. Oh, I do know where to go. I wish that weren't the answer. It's such a deeply unpleasant sound. Hello, creature in a bubble? I want to be a creature in a bubble, chat. Oh, chat. I'm sad because I'm not a creature or in a bubble. Just want to check something. Doesn't look like there's going to be any more movement on that. Whoa! I have an incredibly strong memory of this specific room from watching my brother play. Oh god. Oh god, a stealth game with ice physics? This is the worst imaginable outcome. It's not as bad if I crouch. Also, I got a water arrow. There's a reason I'm excited about that. I hate frog beasts. They are my least favorite enemy in the game. And it's not close. They're not fun. They're hard to run past, they're hard to kill. They still explode if you hit them. So you can't get too close. And I used the wrong arrow. I am Boo Boo the Fool. Oh my lord, they're so hard to shoot. tiny enemies for no reason whatsoever is just absolutely my nemesis. Oh my lord. I am in hell. Hello. I am out of hell. Temporarily. I'll take 1 damage for that. Oh lord.
Let's not try that again.
Yeah, you're right about that, Garrett. We are not trying that. No. Oh, my great enemy. 2 of them? This is getting out of hand. I need to have 1 fire arrow, at least, at the end. I don't. I want to have. Oh, I'm not going to waste fire arrows on missed shots. Let's try sneaking without. Ooh, good little stash of fire arrows there. Which I'm also going to need, by the way. Essentially what I need to close the portal is it's an elemental portal, so I need air, earth, fire, water. So water arrow, gas arrow, fire arrow, and moss arrow. And I only need 1 of each. And the portal is not required on the difficulty app. But I'd still like to do it. That's why you don't go that way. This is good spooky music in this place. I'll give them that. At least I've got enough fire arrows. An arrow I don't use very frequently. And of which I only need 1. Oh. That cannot be the right way. Oh, also just fair warning. This might be... Oh, no, that might be the right way. This might be a short stream. This is the final level. Depending on how early I finish, there is weirdly like a bloopers level at the end that was added as part of Thief Gold. Thief Gold adds 3 entirely new levels, as well as the bloopers. So, depending on how early we finish, we'll see about that. Okay. I like this. Man, they really want me to have fire arrows, huh? Ooh. Fruit. Could I have a fruit arrow? Is that a thing? I bet Green Arrow has a fruit arrow. And I bet he thinks it's really cool, and all of his friends tell him it's really cool. But we all know it's not.
Oh.
Excuse me? What do you mean I took damage from that? That's more like it. I'm originally from South Africa, but I live in Canada now. May I ask where you're from? Oh. Chat, this is spooky, right? You see an ice fortress with lava inside it? That's spooky. Hey, water traditionally does not flow in that direction. Just thought I'd let you know. Yeah, don't worry about it, Josh. What could we possibly have to worry about? Oh. This is kind of horrible, actually. Oh, and then I have to get above there to drop through there. Wow, that was really cool, actually. trying to find a way to argue with you, Josh, but I don't think I think you're right.
Now that's big.
It's also a tree, but it's hard to build a tree with in whatever engine this is, so they do the best they can. Oh, hi, spiders. You know, my many fire arrows are probably super good at killing spiders.
Nobody's now.
Okay. I forgot that arrows have travel time. Garrett is not a hit scan hero. Is that my nerdiest reference ever? I think it might be. Man, I am whiffing my shots like crazy. Also, I'm being silly. I know for a fact that broadhead arrows are actually really effective against these dudes, and I have many more of them. I can tell you what I wouldn't do, Paula. I would not stand up and walk out of you. You deserve better than that. Oh my lord, I've wasted so many arrows. I have to do better. Ooh, something glowy up there. Okay. Maybe this just isn't the solution. Maybe if I get a little bit closer. Shots. know what? Now I can just fight. Yeah, Josh. See Half-Life for the prime example. And to be clear, Half-Life is good. Half-Life is very good. I would be streaming Half-Life this year if I hadn't finished it, but I have finished it, so I'm not going to be streaming Half-Life this year. I think quite controversial take. Half-Life is better than Half-Life 2. Oh. I can just go up, can't I? Oh, it's a ladder. It doesn't look like it, but it's a ladder. Or at least Half-Life is better than Half-Life 2 at what I want Half-Life to do, which is isolation. Hello? I wonder if that's like a portal that I'm meant to open. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. So I have, I think, 2 water arrows, bunch of fire arrows. I have a couple of moss arrows, a couple of gas arrows. And I only need 1 of each for... What happens if I shoot that? The answer appears to be nothing, so, you know, that is fun. Ooh, okay, Josh. Which do you think is better, Portal or Portal 2? To get ahead of everything, the answer is they're both amazing. But I'm just curious, because people do have different opinions. I mean, of course they do. I think I gotta jump into that. Operative word being jump. Jesus Christ. I do not need to jump into that, actually. Set it on fire. Moss arrow. Gas arrow. It's quite gassy. Rope arrow? It did give me 3 rope arrows. Surely it's not for nothing. But yeah, by the way, my Half-Life 2 is better than Half-Life is better than Half-Life 2 take. Is, I think, very similar to my Terminator 1 is better than Terminator 2 take. In that, in both cases, they're both fantastic, but I feel like the second one is a bit less horror and a bit more action. Yeah. I feel like Portal 1 is the better, like, singular experience. Portal 1 came out of nowhere, it was completely unique, it was fascinating, but Portal 2, there's so much of, the humor is brilliant, and so yeah, it's hard to choose a best one among them. Expands, refines, and plays off of. Perfectly put, Josh. Hey, if you could not make those noises, that would actually make for a very happy pig. he still hit me. Boy, they can be quick when they want to, huh? Yeah, that is a fair way to put it, Josh. Portal 2 is arguably the perfect sequel. But almost because of that, kind of struggles when it's not in the position of a sequel. Oh, there's so many of them. Hang on. This is the first time I've ever used it. Oh. Did I do that right? I think I did that right. I put down the mine and there was an explosion and then some things were dead. Not all the things, but several of the things. Yep, that is more than I was expecting. Given this game's propensity for bullshit combat. I think that's all the things. What are these? These feel important. I want to check something. I want to rely on the walkthrough, but I want to make sure I don't miss the portal thing. Okay. Okay, no. Those don't seem to be important at all. They're just light sources. I thought maybe they were to do with the portal, but the portal is like its own.
Interesting.
Yeah, Garrett, that's all you have to say? To float in a bubble over lava. I just walked and didn't take any damage. That's the least threatening room in this entire game. I can hear creepy Constantine noises. I can spare one gas arrow. Although, let's see if... Better than using a gas arrow. I ain't going in there. Not if I can. Hi, Summer. Welcome to hell. I'm not super joking about that. Sounds like Constantine's got some severe indigestion. Dude needs a Tums. Ah, the portal. Now, I wonder if we have to hit these with their opposites or with the same. I'm going to start with assuming same.
A pig! So cute.
Also you, Summer. Okay. And then opposite of... Is that... the representation of water? It's a bit vague if it is. Okay, and then so that must be air, so I need moss arrow to switch off. Terrible shot. Oh, there's our... Man, these are vague. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, what you hit with each one, super unclear. Let's try gas arrow on that one, maybe? Only in the hopes that I can actually hit it. Oh, not gas arrow. Okay, let's try gas arrow on this one. Let's go through these at least. Okay, yeah. We're just making progress. Okay, and then Moss Arrow will finish this off. How did that not count? Oh. I don't see why you shouldn't give in to that temptation. Hey, no more portal. Yeah, I don't see why you shouldn't order Taco Bell. It's not the best food in the world, but it's food. Do you have the money and the desire? If you got both, I've got terrible news for you, which is I'm not going to say. Oh. Well, I don't like that these are very difficult to grab onto. Kind of not sure why they gave us rope arrows if they were also just going to give us ropes. Okay. And now, one of the hardest sections of the game. There is the eye. There is Constantine performing his ritual. And we have to sneak in and swap the eye without Constantine noticing. Man, I wish I had subtitles to hear what he was saying.
Storm black and blow, swirling gust, rain winds flow, pushing dust, storm clouds grow, doxy clouds, lightning throw, misty shrouds, breezy snow. Call
You know what?
the storm, call the gray, brings thee forth world's old way.
I'm going to let him win the first time. Since this is already going to be a short stream, I'm curious to see what it's going to be like. Now there, Paula. That's a justification.
Lazy sheet, black and tar, man flesh meat, melting gears, dance and leap.
Yeah, Josh.
Here come to read.
I am a master thief.
Call the red, brings thee forth, past not dead. Tide rise and fall, river flood, rain and squall, churning mud, jam break all, sea waves wash, swampy swall, sewer slosh, drain pipe stall, call the wave, call the blue, brings it forth world anew.
I wish I knew the words to his spell. Yeah, a lot of people have been reporting a delay. I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it.
Stone grind and quake, shatter tile, column shake, break up pile, chip and flake, darty soil, windows break, earthy toil, wall unmake, call earth, call the brown, brings it back, world thrown down.
Fortunately, you have time here.
Smother light, black brick lamp done with bright, dew and damp, smother tight, dark and high, fools see sight, stay inside, fear the night, call the dark, call the black, brings thee forth, I call it back. Open for me. Open for me.
Oh. Oh, I wish it was more than that. And what happens if Constantine sees it?
Garrett, my thiefsy fool, lives you still.
Oh. He super doesn't care. You know what? That takes a lot of tension out of that. I'm so sorry to have ruined that for everybody. Oh my lord. It is incredible what the illusion does.
Thiefsy fool, lives you still.
New objective? Wait for Constantine. Oh, okay. I think you have to sneak because otherwise Constantine won't complete his ritual. Which you need him to do.
Vine grow and twine, green Garrett, choice and fine, leaves lives you still. Spine, tumble wall, leaf in vine, cover all. Leafy spine, call the vine, call the green, brings thee forth, world be seen.
Okay, so you do have to sneak simply because you need him to complete the ritual.
Storm black and blow, swirling gust, rain winds flow, pushing dust, storm clouds grow, doxy clouds, lightning throw.
Still trying to see if I can find...
Snow, call the storm, call the gray, brings thee forth world's old way. Flame burning heat, fences charred, lazy sheet, black and tar, man flesh meat, melting gears, dance and leap, man fool's fear come to reap. Call the fire, call the red, brings thee forth, past not dead.
Now I've just got to wait. Just trying to see if I can find...
Flood, rain and squall, churning mud, dam break all, sea waves wash, swampy squall, sewer slosh, drain pipe stall, call the wave, call the blue, brings thee forth world anew. Stone grind and
We're close. I cannot find the words to this anywhere. I'm so sad.
Lights for the light, black brick lamp done with bright. Do it down, smother tight, dark and high, fools see sight. Stay inside, fear the night, call the dark, call the black, brings it forth, I call it back. Open for me. Open for me.
Because he was using a fake eye, it backfired and killed him? Seems unlikely that a god would die. No loot. Damage taken 1, healing taken 1. Hell yeah. You know, fair enough, Josh. And with the elemental MacGuffins, this is definitely a JRPG.
Keepers.
So you think you've won?
I think I've got my eye back.
Yet still, you are blind.
If you hadn't noticed, I just saved the world, yourself included.
As we knew you would. As it had to be.
Now I remember why I left the Keepers.
And I remember why we let you go.
What do you want from me? Have you come to congratulate me? Welcome me back to the fold?
Very well. I will speak my piece plainly. You have accomplished that which was written, and yes, you've done it well. But there is no place for you with us any longer. Yet you will have a great need of us, and soon.
I don't think so. I'm through with heroics. And with your kind as well.
You cannot run from life as you did from us, Garrett. Life has a way of finding you, no matter how artistic a sneak you are. Listen, there is a book that you were not made aware of. I am here to tell you that it would be wise for you to read it now, if you can still read hieroglyphs.
I do try to forget, but you Keepers leave them everywhere for me.
Yes, you have more friends than you know.
Tell my friends that I don't need their secret book, or their glyph warnings, or their messengers. Tell them I'm through. Tell them it's over. Tell them Garrett is done.
I will tell them this. Nothing has changed. All is as it was written. The trickster is dead. Beware the dawn of the Metal Age.
That is the hook for Thief 2, which focuses on the cult of the Mechanists. Who are essentially the successors of the Hammer Eyes, or at least in their own eyes. That's what they are. I really like this game. Oh, of course, Josh. What I'm curious about is... I was told there was... something extra.
I want me some glory hole.
I mean, same, Sabs. No. No, I seem to be done. So. Question. How would you feel about me trying the first mission again on Expert? And seeing how far I can get in just over an hour? Or even not an Expert. Just see if I can finish that whole level in an hour. How's that sound? Thoughts? Yes? No? I also find it interesting that this is the background of this game. When the mechanists don't show up until the second game. It just occurred to me. Hey, okay. We got 1 vote for yes and 0 votes for no, so that'll do it. I'm gonna skip training. And you know what, I'm gonna skip this. I'm gonna go straight into this. Find Lord Bafford's prized jewel scepter and redistribute it to yourself. Steal 700 worth of valuables. And don't kill anyone. Don't kill anyone. No servants, no guards, no pets, no. It's so weird that it says no pets. There are no pets in this level. There are no non-humans in this entire level. It's such a weird thing to say. And I'm going to go through this as quick as I can. I still love I'm going to the bear pits tomorrow, you want to come with. As I said, this first level I've played so many times. Not in any way necessary, but it is fun. And they make it so easy to do this first dude. Because, of course, it's the first level. Just that nobody even suspects him. Door's locked. Hell yeah, Sabs. Whee. I do really like that, like, even the first level has a slightly complex ingress. You've got to find the spot, you've got to steal the key, you've got to go through the well. It sets the tone for what a lot of the game is going to be. Honestly, my biggest criticism of this game is how many levels aren't this kind of thing. a lot more of the levels involve some amount of like forced combat, well, not necessarily forced combat, but like non-human enemies and like not so much stealing as grave robbing.
Inside at last.
And that's not necessarily bad, but it is... I don't think it plays to the game's strengths.
The circuit really beef up securities. What do you mean? What's wrong with us? Well, we're fine. But I've been thinking we should watch the outsides. That's stupid. People to worry about there on the inside. No, then you catch them before they get inside, you taffer. Oh!
Yeah, you taffer. I just thought of something. I wonder if this game has a console. Because it would be fun, just once, to turn on God mode. Go crazy. Hang on. How do I get in there? Remember getting in there. Ever. Yeah, and it's not necessarily, like, it's not a disaster, Josh, but it is interesting that when you compare it to the game that kind of starts, because even like Clagscraft Prison, yeah, there's the zombies, but most of what you're doing is sneaking through a place you're not supposed to be and stealing shit. And it kind of loses a bit of that. Still a great game, to be clear. Now, the door, if there is one, is over there. If there is one, of course. It is interesting. The guard placements are so much easier. One guard on his own, facing his back facing towards an area with ample soft ground to walk over. Because again, it is the very first level. Oh, okay. That's just the other end of this passage. Doesn't explain how to get into the room with the key. The part of me that plays too much Barony thinks that I can just use a pickaxe to go through the wall. The part of me that plays too much Barony. So, all of me. I'm just... Yeah, Yeah, I'm very curious how to get into that. Feels like it's to the left. Here. Since I've already done this, I don't feel bad checking out the secrets. Mm. Okay. Well, that's at least one secret that I wasn't aware of. So my goal of get as far as possible seems to have been lost immediately in the face of an interesting thing that I didn't know was there. Apparently, there is more through here. Or not through here? Where is it? Dang it, walkthrough. You were supposed to be helpful. Oh, it's way further back by the looks of it. It's like where I first came in. Which means it probably isn't related to that room I'm trying to get into, but nevertheless, might be interesting. This is what I love about a certain kind of game, where it's just, how much is there? More. But I've played this level 100 times. Doesn't matter. You've definitely missed this passage over here. I'm being murked by spiders. Which, to be fair, if I saw a spider that big, I would probably just die out of courtesy. Just like, you've earned this. Your existence is enough that I don't want to be a part of it. Thank you. Hang on. Is that the no pets? If I kill these spiders, do I lose? mean I instantly took damage. And this is for a chest that's going to contain, like, nothing. I can tell you that. Jesus. Eric, my man, you have to be able to hit one thing. I'm begging you. Flawless.
Since I'm in here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
Okay. I feel like there's a switch or something I need to pull. If so, it's super well hidden, as they tend to be. Come on, there's a key on the wall. I need that key. I bet it's going to be useful. This is... Wow. Okay. This walkthrough for the first level is completely useless. It doesn't matter. I'll just be disappointed forever. I hate it that they give you something in a chest, which sucks, which is going to make noise. Have anything worth stealing? Should have.
Someone get him!
You don't have anything worth stealing either. You weren't worth the time to to buff on the bonds. Ooh. You know, I don't think that deserved an ooh. Cedric, please speak to Cook about last night's dinner. While technically the menu conformed to my instructions, I suspect that the lamb was somewhat older than this spring's, and I'm in no way fooled by his practice of warming the salad to disguise wilting. If Cook is incapable of finding adequate ingredients, he can be replaced, and if he offers the same excuses about the stone market shortages, please remind him that the grocery budget is a good 50% above last year's figures, and even he should be able to procure adequate victuals at those prices. Chad, I think Lord Bafford is kind of a dick. But to be fair, this was already established. One thing I want to check. Apparently some banners can be cut. Yeah. I don't think I knew that. I don't think I've ever tried that. I assumed they were just decorations, not actual interactable objects. Okay, that's a little nicer. Honestly, yeah, Josh. You can see how much Dishonored took from Thief. Not in a negative sense, just very heavy inspiration.
Hello? Is someone there?
Nope. Definitely not me. You can tell because I'm here, not there. Okay, yeah, that's the banner I cut down. Man, Dishonored was good.
Hey, what was that?
Literally nothing.
Nothing there now.
Man, the guards are so much less twitchy. That's all this is? Oh. think most of the guards are dealt with. Except for that one, apparently. Man, it's not the game's fault at all. But sometimes I do like these weird, crazy spins. I don't need to do it. I don't know what I'm doing. Being a silly goose appears to be the answer. How am I doing on money? Hey, almost halfway there. And/or living on a prayer. To all staff, the Sir will be taking his dinner and evening out tonight, so domestics and manservants have the night free. Housekeep is still expected to finish the quarters and the general polish. The house guard is not to find this an opportunity to shirk, and lapses will be brought up with the Sir. Man, lapses? But it would be terrible if something happened while he was out. Chat, imagine if something happened while he was out. God, I actually don't know how I would deal with it. Okay. Point of this room. Yeah, I suppose the point of this room is it's a room in a house. Sometimes places be like that. Honestly, you know what, Josh? I'm silly to even talk about it. Nowhere. There's another one that goes somewhere.
People up above me get all the light and get all the favors, and I don't have another thing to eat in days. When are they going to bring me my dinner? When are they going to bring me my dinner?
Hey, stop!
As I said, way less twitchy as well.
if he reads them or if it's just for show.
Milordy Bafford. Speaks he sell to Ginny, did you bid? Drek bound the hammer hearts have been afoot. A skulk, a ferret in a bout, grabbing many a one to vanish in the cold stone below their 4G chained cells. Who's he speaking to who writes like this? Tooks they your dealer Tarquis in their clutches last night, and 2 patrons as well, named of Lizelle and Ryan, scupped up as they left, and these not the first, cries Ginny. Little wonder then if Drekbound grows sparse come these days. Of course, the lack of blame to one hand, but I gave Ginny a firm understanding, blood and doom in the whole book, so he'll be learning him and all he can about how to turn the hammers off him, never you fear. About your Victoria, nothing yet. Walks she an inch above the ground for all the dirt of her footprints I found. Now, that's interesting. Because the first time you play this game, the name Victoria means nothing, and you'll probably have forgotten it by the time Victoria is introduced. But Bafford was already curious about Victoria and was looking for dirt on her. Lord Bafford, a recent delivery of antiquities from Bone contained several items which we felt might be of interest to you. Descriptions follow, but you are welcome to drop by our shop to examine them or our other goods in person. An ornamental scepter, 3 feet in length. The body of the stave is weirwood, carved in the star and dot pattern. 6 inches of the ferrule and 5 inches of the grip are bound with burnished copper overlaid by an ink and glaze Crackadair varnish. The crowning feature of this magnificent piece, however, is the 6-inch teardrop cut cloudstone, one of the finest of its type we have seen. A treasure box of 2 feet by 3 feet of silver birchwood. The lid is of inlaid perline and onyx in a maze pattern carved into the wood. The feet are lion paws, each clutching a crystal globe. The inside of the box contains 2 principal compartments, one with glass shelves and one without. Beneath the compartments is a lockable 2-inch false bottom for your most valuable treasures. Now, I still suspect that must be somewhere in this mansion, that treasure box, and I didn't find it my first time. I would like to find it my second time. Also, this garden, super weird. Thank you. It's weird that there's this extensive garden with apparently nothing in it. Except an overlook of the pool area. Which is kind of creepy in and of itself. Don't have a secret place to view your guests when they're swimming. Man, what I wouldn't do for a couple of gas arrows. Go. You're so right, Paula. And I seem to remember that there is a third guard. How am I doing on money? Hey, 755. I think that's all I need. Yeah, that's easy. Man, these earlier levels are just so much easier to get all the stuff you need. I mean, again, it's level 1. Of course it is relatively easy. And I'm coming at it with the experience of the rest of the game and with the experience of having played this specific level many times. But it is still very interesting how different the experience is. And some weird paintings in this game. Is this the secret way out to the street? I forget. Just a way to the basement? Weird. Oh, this is how to get to that secret room. Okay. So in fact, I have been here before. I just didn't connect A to B back then. Okay, that's fine. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. On this other side, before I go to the throne room. Kind of weird that there's nothing of value. Oh, there's a ring. There is a guard here. I can hear him whistling along.
What's that? Who goes?
No one. He was using a
Much
freaking
coffees
knife.
this morning. I'm twitchy as hell. Seems clear.
Yeah. You're right, it seems clear, so I don't know what you're worried about. Chad, I think this dude needs to drink less caffeine. It's not good for him. Still sure there's got to be something in this garden. I was right. And vandalism was the solution. It's the secret tunnel, chat. Through the mansion's secret tunnel. This is so cool. I can completely bypass this dude, I think.
Sir? Was that you? Oh, well. Guess it was nothing.
Come on, turn the other way. I know you want to. I mean, just think how sexy it would be if you looked the other way. I bet all the cool dudes are looking the other way. Oh my god, look behind you. It's a giant snake of some variety. You know, not what I was going for. I'll be honest. Just turn around, please. I don't need to.
Who's there? Is someone there? Nothing.
Nope.
It's a throne room. How pretentious can you get? Here we go.
Doesn't quite work. Just want to check if there's any major things I missed in this level. Do no, so yeah, that treasure chest that it talks about is not a thing in the game. It sounds so like they're hinting at something. Like if you look in these rooms, you'll find this. But you won't. Because, like, This is Lord Bafford's bedroom. This is where it would be. But in Lord Bafford's bedroom, I've already got all the things. It's so weird. Still more to check.
Did you see something? Something there. Over there. Don't see anything now.
By the way, I've so far been doing this level for less than an hour.
Hey, I think I saw something. Too much coffees this morning. I'm twitchy as hell. Seems clear. Hey, where'd you come from? Murder.
He's not murdered. God, you'll exaggerate. Okay, well, that was just a remarkable whiff. Oh my lord. Chad, I think I might be stupid. No, I'm not going to deal with it.
Noise stopped. Guess it was nothing.
I kind of don't need to deal with them at all. If I'm going to, definitely don't need to deal with the archers. It's not even a good TV show. Ha ha ha. Big make joke. Or at least Pig makes something tangentially related to joke. Okay. Nothing of value there either. Wonder where this goes.
Someone behind me?
That led right to the front entrance, which would have been very dangerous if they had, I would say, more than 4% awareness. Good news. They do not. Hello, Winter. You've caught me at a very end-stream time of my life. It's fine, Sabs. Just come on your pants and no one will be able to tell which is which. Okay, those don't count because they're spiders. Okay. I think I'm gonna end stream there. But yeah, this is Craig's Cleft stuff. That'll do, Winter. That'll do.
Me some glory
So
hole.
cute.
That was so weird. My trigger fire had like queued up those sound commands, and then when I switched scene, it ran them all at the same time and very loud. So yeah, that's weird. Anyway, let's take a look at who we can raid. I would have liked to raid Winter, but it is beyond me. Ooh. I might raid somebody who I've never raided before. I thought I lowered my volume completely. I've never raided them before, but I really, really like their art. They're called Veldivia. They do a horror Photoshop art, which has been mistaken for AI several times because it's so good. It's really, really creepy stuff. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Anyway, thank you all very much for joining me, chat. This was a lot of fun. My next stream will be Sunday, 2:30 Eastern Time, playing some Barony with probably Max and Clover. And then next week, I've still got to decide what I'm going to start. I've got 3 possible options in mind, and I'm going to let chat vote for it. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, or whatever time zone it is for you. Yeah, have a good one, everybody. Ciao.